I heart synths. What's up, dogs? It's Cameron with Venus Theory, and in today's video, we're here to check out the Arturia Analog Lab 3. This is a little software thing that was included with my new Keylab Mark II, and probably 50% of the reason I bought this controller was for this software. In case you haven't heard, Arturia makes these analog synth VST collections that sound amazing. And I was stoked once I found out that this actually came with Analog Lab 3. So this is essentially a preset player. It's not a full-on, you get to actually make sounds with these synths, but it's really, really cool. And I've had a lot of fun since I opened the box of this thing yesterday. And I played with Analog Lab for several hours last night, just dinking around. And this is a great piece of software, and you will see why. So let's dive in and take a look. Alright guys, so in this video we're here to check out Arturia Analog Lab 3. This came with my new Arturia Keylab Mark II 61 controller, and I was really excited for this piece of software. It also comes with Ableton Live Lite, which I don't really need because I have Ableton 9.5. And also it comes with Piano V or Piano 5, which is a great piece of software in its own right, but not really the best solo piano library in the world. But this little guy I am absolutely stoked about because it gives you a taste of the Arturia analog synth line. I think it's just called Analog 5 or something like that. But this gives you thousands and thousands of presets, 6,500 some presets. I don't even know, like it just comes with so much. So I figured in this video I would just kind of demo some of the sounds here and show off just kind of the feel of how this sounds, because this is easily one of the best sounding analog synth emulations that I've heard, outside of something like maybe UHE Diva, because I don't know how they built this software, but it really sounds and feels like it should. Having played several of these different synths, or just being familiar with them, it really pulls it off well. And the controller actually has full integration with the synths here, which makes it just absolutely awesome to play around with. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this pad here and see what we've got. We could take a listen to one of these sequences here. So, really crazy variety of sounds. Cinematic brass here. Lots and lots of great pads. That's really what I've enjoyed this for the most by far. And it is a little bit CPU heavy, but not too terrible. One thing I really like about this, though, is the fact that it really does capture the low end of a lot of these synths, which I think is something that software synths and VSTs in general tend to struggle with, but the low end on a lot of these synths really comes through, especially on some of the Moog types of instruments here. See if we can find one of those. We can actually switch through here and look for a bass sound, so we could try Goliath here. So this is a modular, bet you can guess what it's based on, but... So it really does keep that like kind of heavy low, just sub frequencies, I guess is the word to describe it. So extremely wide variety of sounds here. We could try one of the organs. Pads, strings, sound effects. This is probably one of my favorite string patches here. And even up on the high end. You don't really get so much of that kind of aliasing, weird digital quality to it, which is really nice. And even if I go all the way up here to the ear-piercing registers, it does stay very clean, and like I said, the low end is really well done as well. Here's some more strings of some kind. And some terrible just woke up random noodling. Outside of that, I mean, I really can't find many complaints with this. Like, all of the presets are really well done. The only downside to Analog Lab 3 being that I can't go in here and actually do anything with the synth. It's just basically a really, really nice version of Nexus is how I would put it. It's Nexus, but it's all analog synth emulations. So I really can't complain much with this, and with the integration with the controller, it's a really awesome piece of software to be able to just pull up and get some of these really classic sounds. And, you know, not only for making synthwave and stuff, but as well for making, you know, modern R&B or dubstep or pretty much anything. Because, I mean, all of these sounds are great, and it sounds so soulful, which is something I think a lot of the VST instruments are lacking in. So all in all, I would give this a solid 10 out of 10. This is a great piece of software, and if you do have the Keylab or Keylab Mark II to actually interact with the software in real time, the integration is just a joy to play these things with. And that's it for this video, guys, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again soon.